Hi, it's Rachel here. I'm just using my Sony Xperia Z1, which is an Android phone. I'm going to have a look at the Thomson's website because I'm considering going somewhere warm for Christmas because, frankly, the Scottish weather's too much. Okay, I'm familiar with Thomson's anyway. I haven't used them for a number of years, however. So first impressions of the website. It looks quite easy to use. It's a recognisable brand. I see the Thomson symbol there. Looks straightforward enough. There's holiday search, any UK airport, going anywhere, select a date, destinations, inspiration. It's exactly how I would expect it to be with a fuller menu at the bottom. And then I see there's contact details at the bottom as well, and obviously some legal jargon. So yeah, first impressions are it's exactly how I would expect it to be. Now I'm going to have a look now at a holiday. Now I might go for the inspiration section because I don't normally go away in winter time, so I would want to just check perhaps where they're suggesting to go. So let me see if they've got any suggestions for winter sun. I'm just gonna go now into collections. Oh, what have I hit there? Oh no, I think it's loading collections, is it? Yeah. Alright, so these are small and friendly, simply. Okay. Alright, alright, so let me go back again. I'm surprised they don't have a winter sun section. I'm sure Thomson's used to have, it's obviously quite sensitive. Alright, I see they've got award winners, sports activities, nightlife, local flavour. I'm surprised there isn't a winter sun. I mean, it's October, so I would, whilst there's many people that are super organised and go perhaps looking a year in advance, if you're a couple like we are without kids, then holiday and term dates and all that are less restrictive. Let me just, alright, okay, so I'm going to just search. I had thought that perhaps, it's went far too far back. I had thought that perhaps I would have been able to put actually holiday search. Destinations. Let me see if they say winter sun here. I mean, if they don't, it's fine. I'll just, obviously, if there's beaches, couples, all-inclusive exotic escapes. Beaches are the destinations. I'm surprised that they aren't offering a category on winter sun escapes, because obviously there's some places in the world, for instance my colleague is looking at honeymoon places, that would perhaps have detrimental weather at certain points of the year. You know, like the Caribbean, it's hurricane season in September, October. Anyway, I'm just going to go into holiday search now. Okay, now hopefully they're going to give the option, yeah they do, any Scotland, because invariably it brings up Glasgow and Edinburgh. Where to? Let me see what the list says. Maybe it'll be winter sun here. No! Right, I'm gonna leave that, select the date. So we'll go to December and maybe looking to leave about the 18th for 2 weeks. Let me see if it insists on me putting out a destination. No, it doesn't. It seems to be quite willing to. Alright. So I am going to sort them based on, wow, that's expensive, budget, I think. Alright. Again, has it only brought up a handful of holidays? Let me see how many holidays it's brought up, because it looks as though it's asking me to sort them. Oh, it's really sensitive interface. I'm trying to scan down the list and it thinks that I'm clicking on things, which is a little bit frustrating. It's like some of the newspaper websites do that on mobile versions as well. Okay, so yeah, these are all, yeah, but there's one for 900. So I would think, okay, that when I hit sort, okay, so I don't really understand this then. We've got dates, board and budget. So I thought by hitting budget it was going to sort the list by budget, but it didn't do that. It came up with a random list of figures. So I'm going to do sort and then prices low to high. And let's see what it comes up with. Alright, so good old Benidorm, Tenerife. So I'm looking to spend about £700 per person, so let me see what they come up with. Costa Blanca, Benidorm, Tenerife. Oh, Madeira. Nice, I haven't been there before. Just going to go on to the next page. Fuerteventura, Lanzarote. Not quite. I mean, obviously there's a real lot to choose from, and they all seem to have a very similar TripAdvisor rating. And I would probably have to do some reading on what the Thomson's rating was, because I see that one's got 3 T's and that one's got 2 T's plus. And then that's Tunisia. But again, let me see if when I go into this, because I'm sure I've researched Tunisia before and the temperatures weren't as hot as I thought they would be in winter. So there's rooms, facilities, things to do and location. But you know, sometimes in a brochure, the old-fashioned brochures that we used to all use, they had like a average weather temperature, but they don't seem to have that. And given that they haven't given me winter sun inspiration, I'd probably have to do some research beforehand. Okay, and it looks like everything's defaulted. What has it? No. I'd have to do some research beforehand as to where was going to be warmer, because the Canaries are also meant to be good in the summer, but I don't know whether are they warmer or better weather than Tunisia or not. Okay, so here's Club Omar Khayyam, and that one's all inclusive, which would probably be maybe what I would potentially hope to get. I'm just going to go next to see if we've got another all-inclusive for about the same price. And I'm just going to go up to the top. Okay, so that one's a 3T, and Madeira, and that's only bed and breakfast, and that's a 3T. Okay, so these are all now going to all-inclusive. So let me just go back, and obviously I need to maybe use this back button here. Right, so let me have a look at it. Hammamet I've heard of, is meant to be a good resort. 4 swimming pools, 8 spot on a sandy beach, handful of bars and restaurants, 5 minutes taxi rides. Now it's got 3. Let me see if it provides a link to TripAdvisor. Yeah, it does. That's good. I mean, obviously you'd have to take time. But 102 people are saying it's terrible. Oh wow, prisoners have it better. Okay. That would kind of put me off. So, let me just go to the next page. Oh, I've hit the back button again and this is going to not work, is it? Oh no, it has. No, it has. Okay, you can... I wouldn't get rid of that, so now don't tell... Yeah, I'm back to page 1. Right, I think it was page 3 I was on. So I'm going to have to go to page 2 because it doesn't... Unusually it only offers 1, 2 or next. Right. So, the next one up from that one, it starts at the bottom of the list, is this one. It's got even less ratings. It's only got 3 for TripAdvisor, but then that's just bed and breakfast. Okay, this one's got 4. That's only bed and breakfast as well. Wow. So I'm seeing really good rated accommodation coming up in Madeira, but it's all just bed and breakfast. Now I don't think Benidorm is particularly warm at Christmas, but it's got a very good rating on TripAdvisor. Right, I'm going to look at this one. Alright, I must have to go into it first. It's a little bit fiddly, to be honest, because I'd like to be able to just see the reviews from that page, because at the end of the day, it's here. Reviews, it's saying how terrible it's got. Not nearly as bad. There's over 500 people rating it as excellent or very good, so that's a little bit more encouraging than the first one I looked at. It's a little bit more budget wise, but let me just have a look at their gallery. Okay, it looks nice. Yeah. Just waiting for that to go back now. Yeah. Okay, it keeps defaulting. Now, that's not the one I was looking at. That's a little bit frustrating. When I'm hitting back from the TripAdvisor page, I would anticipate that it would take me back to the actual... Yeah, here we are here. Okay, so I'm going to go into it. I'm assuming I'm meant to just hit continue. Flying from Glasgow. It's a few days later than I planned, but that's alright. Oh, but then when is it coming back? Oh. Let's have a look at the flights. Okay, so you'd be there for Christmas and New Year. Oh well. Flight times are reasonable enough. I mean, it's a late landing in Glasgow, but I'm sure I would cope. Why does it keep saying continue? No, that's not what I wanted to do. Right, I'm getting a little bit frustrated now. Right, so right, what's included? Flight, coach transfers, 14 nights, 20 all inclusive. Alright, so facilities. I thought that would be like a list. Oh no, it is. Oh, okay, so there's a Christmas Eve fella dinner and a New Year's Eve fella dinner, very good. Pool, children's pool, outdoor pool, other facilities. Now, right, so now I can hit continue. So that's the flights. Okay, continue. Choose from the options above to create the holiday that suits you. Didn't I just pick a package deal? What type of room would you like? Family room with bunk beds. I thought I was getting a twin room. Right, I'm confused because I'm pretty sure it said twin room. Right, so why did it default to family room? Right, twin room all inclusive. Right, maybe we'll go for a sea view for an extra. Okay. Right, check out one more. For a very sensitive interface earlier, not quite so sensitive now. Standard seats are fine. Free baggage allowance. Transfers are included. Don't need travel insurance. Have it already. Alright, so this would be the point at which I would put in my payment details, which obviously I don't need to do. I mean, the website, on initial entry to the website is exactly how I expected it would be. It was easy enough to find what I was looking for. The interfaces were really sensitive, perhaps a little bit too sensitive to be honest. I found myself having to hit the back button more often than I would have anticipated. What didn't really work, I'm surprised there isn't a winter sun section. I have been on many a winter holiday before to Egypt and the Canary Islands, so I do know where there is winter sun available, but Tunisia, which was one of the destinations coming up a lot as an option from Glasgow, I'm pretty sure doesn't have the best. I'm sure it's only about 16-17 degrees sometimes in winter, so it might have been helpful if there was actually a winter sun category for somebody who maybe doesn't go away in winter a lot. Or even, you know, the brochures used to have details of average weather temperatures. That wasn't available on the website either. It was great having the links to TripAdvisor, but I found that when I was hitting the back button, then it was taking me right back to the list rather than back into the property that I'd been looking at. But on the whole, the mobile site worked well. I've got a really big screen on my mobile, but I would be happy to book on the mobile site, but I might want to do a little bit more research because there's a lot of to and fro-in, and that's just the nature of being on a mobile. It would be the same on a tablet. And I do tend to research quite a little bit because I maybe only have 2 holidays a year, so I'd want to make sure that I was going to some place that I was going to really enjoy. But the website, I would be confident booking on it. Thank you very much. I would recommend the website to a friend. I think that it was easy enough to use. Thomson's is a trusted name, and there was a great choice and variety, and I did like that the TripAdvisor